In Jackson, Mississippi, 33-year-old Damion Reed was fatally shot by his wife, 30-year-old Rashaan Wallace, on Sunday around 11:30 a.m. Reed was pronounced dead at the scene, and Wallace was arrested and charged with murder. Wallace claimed self-defense, saying Reed attacked her over a friend request on social media. She is currently being held at the Hinds County Detention Center on a $50,000 bond.
They were the picture of a perfect couple online. Matching outfits, birthday shoutouts, family photos, until the police arrived at their door because the man who posted all that love was gone. On a Sunday morning, February 23, 2025, in Jackson, Mississippi, a nurse who spent her career saving lives allegedly took one, her husband's, and the reason? A Facebook friend request. I know that sounds crazy, but stick with me. Damion was 33 years old. Born in Atlanta, Georgia, he was an entrepreneur with the hustle mentality. Despite all his success, one of his biggest moments of pride was being a husband and father.
Stop.
Friends described him as the type of father who was present, not just physically there, but emotionally invested in his children's lives.
Straight off the line, I'm smashing.
His wife Rashaan Wallace was 30 years old, licensed practical nurse, and by all appearances, a woman who had her life together.
If I put this wig in my head, it's over. If I put this wig in my head, it's over. If I put this wig in my head, it's over. But you bitches, cause that bitch finna be mad.
Rashaan's story started out in Louisiana, but before her nursing career in Mississippi, she had pursued music.
Hey. I woke up, had a dream about P. He like, yo, shit jammy. Yeah, it slaps low key. He say, I got a deal for you, so come fuck with me. I almost dropped a tear. Damn near, couldn't even see. I'm like, bet. I went and got my tickets, then I hopped up on the jet. I'm so thankful, Lord, I ain't stopped to thank him yet. A moment in my life that I won't ever forget. He gave me a break that he won't ever regret. I'm taking out Pum, bitch, I'm up next. Wrist, Fiji water, diamonds, you can forget. Black taking over, I ain't cutting no slack. Gotta run up a check, I'm at you bitches neck, ayy.
Yeah, she was trying to make it as a rapper. And honestly, the woman had talent. She could write, she could perform, and she understood rhythm. But the music industry is tough, and after years of trying to break through, Rashaan made a practical decision. She pivoted to healthcare, and she succeeded. Rashaan built a steady career in nursing that provided financial stability and professional respect. Rashaan was active on social media. She posted regularly about her nursing achievements, family celebrations, and her relationship with Damion. What made Rashaan and Damion's relationship interesting from the outside was how well they seemed to complement each other. He was a successful entrepreneur. She was a dedicated healthcare professional. He provided financial stability. She brought professional respectability. Together, they looked like a power couple that had figured out how to balance ambition with family life. Their social media profiles told the story of a modern marriage that was working. To anyone scrolling through their feeds, Damion and Rashaan looked like relationship goals. The question is, when did the perfect marriage start cracking? See, according to reports, this couple had given each other their complete trust. We're talking about shared passwords, open access to each other's social media accounts, the whole transparency thing that some couples do. For years, this arrangement worked fine. It was supposed to represent trust, honesty, and no secrets between them. But having someone's password is one thing, and using it to monitor them is something completely different. And Damion had allegedly started checking Rashaan's accounts more frequently than before, until he found messages between Rashaan and another man. Not just casual conversation, but intimate exchanges that clearly crossed the line from friendship into something else. Messages that talked about meeting up, about feelings, about things that married people shouldn't be discussing with other people. The man reportedly was a pharmaceutical sales representative who regularly visited the hospital where Rashaan worked. According to sources, he had been messaging Rashaan for months, and their conversations had become increasingly personal. For weeks, Damion carried this knowledge alone. According to sources close to the family, Damion had started making plans to protect his business assets and ensure custody of his children if the marriage ended. But Rashaan apparently had no idea that Damion knew about her alleged affair. She continued her routine of work, family time, and social media posts about their blessed life together. The messages between Rashaan and the other man continued throughout this period. Then came February 22, 2025. Damion reportedly told his brother that he was planning to confront Rashaan the next day. What Damion didn't know was that Rashaan had been planning something too. According to phone records recovered after the incident, she had been messaging her alleged lover as recently as that Saturday night, arranging to meet him the next day while Damion was supposed to be at a business meeting. That Sunday morning, while Rashaan went to take a shower, Damion allegedly went through her phone. What he found on that screen confirmed his worst fears. Not only were there intimate messages with another man, but there was evidence of plans to meet with the man she had been texting that very day. Fresh communications about when and where they would see each other while Damion was supposedly out of town. When Rashaan got out, Damion was sitting there with the phone in his hand. The verbal confrontation lasted about an hour. During that time, according to Rashaan's statements, Damion accused her of destroying their family, of lying to his face while sleeping with another man, of betraying everything they'd built together. She claimed Damion's anger was escalating beyond anything she'd ever seen from him. That he followed her from room to room, demanding answers, refusing to let the conversation end. At some point around, the argument moved to their bedroom. This is where the situation became physical. According to her statement, Rashaan's first action was to fire a warning shot, but the warning shot apparently didn't have the effect Rashaan intended. According to her account, Damion continued approaching her despite that, and that's when Rashaan fired the second shot. According to Rashaan, her medical training as a nurse immediately kicked in. She rushed to Damion's side, applying pressure to the wound and beginning CPR. At 11:30, she called 911. First responders arrived, but despite advanced life-saving attempts by paramedics and continued CPR efforts, Damion Reed was unresponsive. When police secured the residence, they found Rashaan sitting beside him. Officers recovered the weapon from the bedroom floor, along with 2 shell casings. The weapon was legally registered to Rashaan Wallace, and ballistics tests later confirmed that both shots had been fired from this gun. Rashaan was detained at the scene without incident. When the police department detectives started investigating this case, they thought they had a straightforward domestic situation. But the more they looked into Damion Reed and Rashaan Wallace, the more complicated this story became. According to investigations, there were no defensive wounds on Damion's body, no bruises on his hands or arms that would suggest he'd been grabbing or hitting anyone, no torn clothing, no evidence that he'd been physically aggressive in the way Rashaan described. The house itself showed no signs of the intense physical confrontation. The detective who led the investigation noted that the scene was remarkably clean for what was supposed to be a violent domestic altercation. When investigators started examining the digital evidence, they found evidence that Rashaan had been actively planning to continue her relationship with another man. Messages sent the morning of the shooting arranging to meet him later that day. Communications that showed she thought Damion would be at a business meeting and wouldn't know about her plans. The investigation also revealed that Damion had indeed been documenting his suspicions about Rashaan's behavior. They found screenshots of messages on his phone, notes about times when her stories didn't add up, evidence that he'd been gathering proof of the alleged affair for weeks. Within 24 hours of the shooting, Rashaan Wallace was formally arrested and charged with second-degree murder. The prosecution requested that Rashaan be held without bond, arguing that she posed a flight risk. But her defense attorney countered by emphasizing her clean criminal record, her career as a healthcare professional, and her cooperation with police. The judge ultimately set bond at $50,000, which sparked controversy. Rashaan Wallace built a career saving lives, yet when faced with the consequences of her choices, she allegedly made a decision that ended her husband's life and destroyed her own. Remember, danger can wear a friendly face. Stay aware, look out for others, and reach out if you need help. See you in the next case on Deranged Women. Thanks for watching.